to the fact. Knows there's a before and it can't get it back. Something happened once, won't say, couldn't tell. In the soft turn to stone, and the stone learn it well. It isn't asleep, it's awake in the grave. Feels every one thing it can't answer away. Cause the code's not a code, it can take off and fold. It's the make of it now, it's the whole of the mold. So the warm came down and it sank past the face of the stone that loved the warm. Couldn't give it a place, knew what it wanted. Knew it stayed locked, watched the light on itself like a door that won't knock. Not numb, just sealed, and it understands how there's a key somewhere back where it can't reach now. So it holds not by choice, by the shape it was made. Nothing got out while the warm light stayed. Cut from the cold in the cold, made it stone. Nothing got out while the warm light stayed. Light pulls away the fracture is shown. Tears by the dark, and by dark it bleeds. One crack and both of them spill. Cold to the core, but the blood won't still. Stone in the nose of the knew when it broke. Took every blow standing, went down on the smoke. Something happened again, and this time it could tell. Not a hit that came in, a warm that left, and it fell. It held against weight that could level a town. Never gave up a crack till the warm put it down. Cause the cold was a cold, it could wear through it all. The warm wasn't forced, it was forced when it hauled away. Sank past the face like the resting in wait, and the leaving weight more than the lifetime it spent. Knows what cracking, knows it wasn't a blow. It was big as it loved, and it broke as it go. Not sealed, just split, and it understands how. Stood through the cold, couldn't stand the warms, now gone now. So it spills not by choice, by the break the lead made. Everything got out when the warm lights away. Cut from the cold in the cold, made it stone. Nothing got out while the warm light stayed. Light pulls away and the fracture is shown. Tears by the dark, and by dark it bleeds. One crack and both of them spill. Blood won't still, kept the proof past the kill. The warmth faded and got back the grave. Read it still as a note. Gave him not in spite, just spit, turned to gold. Look back once, and the stone ran red in the cracks, and it broke the warm. See, proof, bleed, too late to hold. Each hurting, wrong and right, both cold. Stone, and it knows it is less of it now. Didn't know it can leak, didn't think stone knew how. Nothing happened again, that's the thing about now. Nothing comes, nothing leaves, and then nothing knows how to stay. Felt the warm once, that's the hold of the score. Felt the one thing there is, and there isn't one more. So it don't want the rain, and it don't want the day. What it wanted had a name, and the name went away. Not holding, not spilling, just thinning the braid. The water it couldn't keep, takes a little each way. Won't fight it, won't feel it, just feels the wrong go wide. The empty where the warm was the one thing left inside. Not by choice it held, not by choice it broke. And it don't choose to see that just stops being stone. Leaves itself thinner, wears itself down. Knew the one thing, now there's nothing around. Last and then last, and the cracks let it pour to the stone that knew. Isn't there any cut from the cold in the cold, made it stone. Nothing got out while the warm light stayed. Light pulls away and the fracture is shown. Tears by the dark, and by dark it bleeds. One crack and both of them spill. Blood won't still till there's nothing left. But it don't want still.